All right, everybody, today we're going to start a new unit about ancient India. So today we're focusing on the geography of India. Now, we're going to be focusing on the geography surrounding India, especially what's called the Indus Valley region, which you can see right here. Everything that kind of surrounds the Indus River was known as the Indus River Valley region. Now, the Indus River Valley was the first settlements in ancient India. The farming community started this area around 6500 BCE. By 2500 BCE, walled settlements were already being built in the Indus Valley region. Now think, if they're around a river, why would that be the best place for farmers to start their community? You gotta think flooding, you gotta think fertile soil, everything like that. Now, the Indus River begins in the Himalaya Mountains. The water comes from the snow melting in the Hindu Kush Mountains and other mountain ranges. So there's constantly an overflowing amount of water. The river is never going to run dry due to the ice melting and the snow melting in the mountains. Now, the Himalaya Mountains make up the northern border of India, and this is the highest mountain range in the world, also home to Mount Everest. Now, Himalaya means home of the snow, which by the picture you can see it fits that name perfectly. There's always going to be snow there because it is so high. Now, the Hindu Kush Mountains make up the border of the Indus Valley in Afghanistan. This mountain range is not as tall as the Himalayas, but it's also one of the highest in the world. You can kind of see here how the snow would melt off down the middle, thus giving water to the Indus River. Now, the Ganges River is the river that flows across the majority of northern India, which we have right here. Now, it starts in the Himalaya Mountains and makes its way south through rock, ice, and large mountains and valleys. This river carries silt from the mountains to the northern plains, so up here, which helps make the farmland some of the most fertile land in the world. Now, if you can remember from ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, silt is kind of like the debris that's left over when the flooding leaves. So you're getting all the minerals, all of the fertile soil, everything, and it's just going to be left when the water actually evaporates and goes back down to a normal river level. Now, the Indus River, this river also begins in the Himalaya Mountains and gets its water from the melting ice in the other mountain ranges. This river flows through present-day Pakistan and eventually empties into the Arabian Sea. Just like the Ganges River, the Indus River also carries silt, which creates more fertile land in the Indus River Valley. So let's recap. The Indus Valley makes up a large portion of ancient India. The Indus and the Ganges River create some of the most fertile farmland in the world. And the northern border is created by the Himalaya Mountains, which are the highest in the world, home of Mount Everest. Civilization started in ancient India over 4,000 years ago, creating some of the most unique places in the world. Now, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact myself, Miss Brandon, or Miss Hughes, and we will help you with anything we can possibly do. Hope you all have a wonderful day.